Climbing to the highest mountain, looked all around, couldn't find nobody. Went down to the deepest valley, all around down there, couldn't find nobody. Oh, and across the deep blue sea, couldn't find one to come in. Take a crazy love and mercy. Nobody greater than you. Searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody great, nobody greater, no, nobody greater than you. Searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody great, nobody great, nobody greater than you. Nobody can heal like you can. Almost holy one, you are the greatest. Awesome in all your ways, and mighty in your hand. You are he who carried out redemption's plan. You are he who carried out redemption's plan. I am low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody great, nobody greater than Jesus. Nobody greater than you. Just all over. Just all over. Couldn't find nobody. I am low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody great, nobody great. Come on, let's go seconds for real again. Come on. Nobody great, nobody greater than Jesus. Nobody greater than you. Nobody greater, nobody great, nobody great, oh, nobody greater than you. A little those singers, and let's just give them the glory. Nobody greater, nobody greater. Couldn't find nobody, nobody greater than you. Nobody greater than you. I dare you lift your hands and say that with us tonight. Come on, nobody greater, nobody greater. Nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Nobody greater than you. Nobody like you, Jesus. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you. Everyone that really just sing that tonight. That's what we came to say. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. No matter where you look, the way you go. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you. Ain't nobody before you. There ain't nobody know you. Nobody greater. Yes, sir. Nobody greater. Come on, everybody in the building, sing it. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you. Get the confidence of knowing it. I like that song.
All praise, honor, and magnificent glory is unto our power, the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of our daddy Jacob. Yeshua HaMashiach. Nobody greater than him. Only the Father has placed all power in his hand. Is greater. Our Redeemer, our Savior, and our Deliverer. He coming back. And he sure enough gonna get it straight for Israel, because of Israel, and even between these hard-headed Israelites. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute you, those that remain steadfast in this fight. Lace them up tight. It don't get no easier. He coming. Will you be prepared to stand in the midst of the storm? Brother T Boogie, we back in the building. I got my beloved brethren. D-Roll, the truth teller, is in the building. Say something to the people, bro.
Shabbat shalom, family. Shabbat shalom, family. Ready to put this work in. Glad to be back before y'all, man.
Man, all praises, all praises. Gonna get right on into it so I can get my eyes right and get my got a little few teardrops dropping after that song there.
I promise.
Whoa. Get my eyes right. All praises to the Most High Yah. We're gonna give you the title of tonight's lesson. This is the built-in and intrinsic laws of Psalms 119. This is part 8 of a 12-part series. The subtitle is The Seed and the Support of the Law. The seed and the support of the law. We're going to be dealing with the two letters Nun and Samik tonight through the law, through the eyes of the law, dealing with these two Hebrew alphabet letters. The seed that's going to be sown in you, that's sown in you through the word, that's what's going to support you through whatever trial tested that the Most High sees fit for you to go through. I was sharing with my brother, my baby brother here, that the only way I've been able to go through what I've gone through over the past few months is to run everything through the law. And that seed that was born in me through the law has given me the support mechanism that I need to go through just about any and everything I've gone through without being dismayed most of the time, without being downhearted most of the time. When you run everything through the law, even your thoughts and your emotions, that supports you through whatever it is that the Most High seen fit for you to go through. So that's what we're going to be looking at tonight, the seed and the support of the law. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get it started. I'm going to share my screen for the brothers and sisters. And I want to say again, Shabbat Shalom to everybody in the chat. Love to see y'all in here. And once again, we also want to thank everybody for their support of this ministry. Your work is not in vain. We do appreciate everything that you guys do, not just the financial and monetary stuff. We appreciate the prayers that you do that you have for this ministry, most of all, and just the sharing of the lessons. My bro was giving a quick testimony about how the seeds that he's sown and how the Most High has grown him has been imparted to another young brother who's given his life over to the faith and to Hamashiach. So blessings on top of blessings. Your work is not in vain, brothers and sisters. Stay the course. I know it get rough. I know it get tough. I know it seems like ain't nothing really popping. But just when you think that, you don't know who's watching you, you don't know who's listening to you, and you don't know who the Most High gonna bring to you.
Yep.
And you got to be ready to answer all these. And if my brother don't mind, go ahead and give a quick synopsis of that, bro.
Nah. You know, it's just a guy, really a family member, really through marriage, that's been watching me and my wife, man, for a while now, and have been trying to get in touch with me. He said for about 2 years, we finally got in touch with me, man. We talked for about 4 hours. You know, he was just, you know, said he wanted to give his life over. You know, we just was going over the script. He was just asking questions. You know, we just going over the scripts, man. And he was like, I just want to give my life over, man. But I'm seeing these Hebrew Israelites, man. They sound like they're the truth, but, you know, I don't like how they be coming off, man. So I don't know if I should just. So I was just, you know, giving him the scripts, man. Long story short, man, the brother said, "Calm, yo, I'm giving my life over to Christ, man." So I'm like, all praises. All praises.
All praises, brother. All praises. So
like the brother said, you don't know who watch you. I didn't know the brother was watching us. You know what I'm saying? But he said he'd been trying to get in touch. So just know, man, like the brother said, man, you don't know who watching you, man.
That's right.
It's not done in vain. I remember I told T that, you know, he said, "What? Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You just be ready when that person come to you." So, God, like he just said, man, just be ready, man, because it's gonna come.
Man, all praise for that, bro. All praise for that. I had to let you get that in there because that's powerful.
All praise.
How you see the chain of custody going down and moving around to different people, to different levels of people that you didn't even know that was kind of, you know, the Most High was prepping and prepared to receive His word. So all praise for that, bro. But let's go ahead and get into it. The seed and support of the law. We're gonna start this off in Genesis 8. And we're gonna read verses 21 through 22 Hebrew. And if y'all we coming through loud and proud and strong, man, give us a set couple of sevens up in the room. We're gonna keep it moving. Looks like we're doing pretty good. But Hebrew, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, so we're at Genesis chapter 8, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord smelled a sweet savor. And the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground anymore for man's sake.
Mm-hmm.
For the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done.
Mm-hmm.
While the earth remaineth seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease.
So this one script right here, it encompasses everybody's life. And what do I mean by that? He said, as long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest gonna remain. Mm-hmm. So no matter what you going through, no matter what your life story is, there were certain seeds that were sown that got you to where you were at or where you find yourself now. Mm-hmm. The seed, this is a universal law. We talked about the universal laws that's already in place that he ain't changing for nobody. Whatever you sow, whether it be good fruit or bad fruit, good seeds or bad seeds, there's a bumper crop that has to come up. There's a flower called a climbing rose. And all you got to do is put it on the ground. You ain't got to dig down. All you got to do is put it on the ground, let it take its course. It's going to climb all the way up the wall. One little seed. So as long as the earth remaineth, this seed of the law should be there. And it's going to be supported by the other laws, the cold and the heat, the winter and the summer. These laws are not changing. And the laws that he had for you are not changing. Even the laws that he has in his word. And we finna find out real quick, real fast. Let's go to the next place. Deuteronomy 33. So when you're talking, when you're thinking, when you're looking at TV or playing on your phone or discussing with other people out in the world, in your family, and even at the ministry, those seeds that you're sowing, they must have a harvest. They ain't going nowhere. And those once those roots get set in, we're gonna see. We're gonna get to it. I ain't gonna give it away. Deuteronomy 33. We're gonna read 1 through 4, then we're gonna skip down. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people, bro.
Actually, we had Deuteronomy 33, verse 1.
What do it say?
And this is the blessing wherewith Moses, the man of God, blessed the children of Israel before his death.
So I want to stop you right there. That word blessing is berakah, and it means to actually, and it's all actually, it means to kneel and present a gift. What gift did Moses present them?
Wow.
What blessing did he give them? So that law that he gave them, that fiery law that he gave them, was a seed that was implanted into the nation, into the minds of every man, woman, and child in the nation of Israel. No one else has this blessing. So why does he call it a fiery law? Because it's going to either set you on fire for the Most High, or it's going to set you up for a state of everlasting damnation. This law, this seed that's sown in you. Continue to read.
Verse 2. And he said, the Lord came from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000 of saints from his right hand. And he came from 10,000 of saints. From his right hand went a fiery law for them.
So from Yeshua, see, he rose just like he's going to come back with 10,000 of his saints in the end time. He chose to bring 10,000 of his saints with this fiery law, and he gave it to a specific people. This fiery law is to be handled with care. It's not to be nonchalant. It's not to be blasé and passé about it. It's not to be when you feel good or when I feel like doing it. This is he brought this whole demonstration of all these angels down with the Son to give you this, to bear fruit and to bear seed. We'll continue to read.
Verse 3. Yea, he loved the people. All his saints are in thy hand. And they sat down at thy feet. Everyone shall receive of thy words. Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob.
Do you see that? He gave you a seed that's supposed to rise up, that's supposed to spring up an inheritance. And you have the audacity and the nerve to snub your nose at this inheritance, at this seed that we're going to find out not only this seed that grows up, but it's going to be a thing that's going to uphold you and support you. This is what we're about to get into when we talk about Noon and Samach. Skip down to verse 26 and read 26 through 29.
There is none like unto the God of Jeshurun, who rideth upon the heaven in thy help, and in his excellency on the sky. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms.
Yes, sir.
He shall thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall destroy them. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine.
So this is the blessing that he told Esau that he blessed Jacob with. He said, with corn and wine have I sustained him. He said he has been blessed, and yea, he shall be blessed. And he said Jacob alone is going to partake into this inheritance, into this blessing. But he said he's also going to thrust out the enemies. The enemies of who? The enemies of Yeshua Mashiach and the Father. That could be an Israelite, that could be a heathen, that could be anybody who does not abide in this law. Continue to read, my brother.
End of 28. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency.
Yes, sir.
And thine enemy shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places.
And so, brothers and sisters, I want to say this right here. I know somebody, we always have a test and trial that's going on in our life. But I don't care where it's coming from. I don't care who it's coming from. If you really believe this law, I ain't talking about getting thrown off your square for a minute, but you come back to your sin. If you really believe this law, there shouldn't be not one person on the face of this planet that you should be fearing or anxious about. Not one. Because this promise, this inheritance, this seed, and this support, this protection, because of, well, we don't get it. I don't want to give you. This is what's been promised to you. I don't care about your mama, your daddy calling saying you in a cult. I don't care about the brothers and the sisters who really don't get you at the ministry. I don't care about that. Because I'm looking at this, I'm running this through the law, this seed of inheritance, that it shouldn't be nobody to throw you off your square. Not for too long anyway. Because this should come back to your remembrance and your mind, and you're like, man, that's a small thing to a giant. We gotta understand this promise right here about this fiery law. But we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. Numbers of the 11. I'm just setting the scene right now. Numbers of the 11. We're gonna read 1 through 3, then we're gonna do some skipping. Numbers of the 11. And we're gonna read verses 1 through 3, Hebrew. Then we're gonna do a little skipping before we get into the letters. And if you got a Hebrew, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, so we had Numbers chapter 11, verse 1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord. And the Lord heard it. And his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Lord burnt among them and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp.
This is the fiery law. That if you're on the wrong side of it, you heard the word kindled, you heard the word burnt, and you heard the word consumed.
Yeah.
That's what we just read. This fiery law ain't nothing to be played with. You see the man on the screen has got the plate with the seeds on fire, in a written law in his other hand, and you see everything behind him
on fire.
It's on fire. This ain't nothing to be played. When you complaining and murmuring and don't want to do your husbandly duties, your wifely duties, when you complaining about this, he hear that. But you said that you trusted in the law. You said that you trusted in him. You said that you believed everything that was written in this book. So why you complaining? Man, I lost my job, man. And wait a minute now. You're going to read some later on. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall dwell under the shadow of the Almighty. You're going to read that. Continue to read, bro.
Verse 2. And the people cried unto Moses. And when Moses prayed unto the Lord, the fire was quenched. And he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burnt among them.
You see that? The fire of the Lord burnt among them. Man, that place is called Taberah. Complaining is gonna bring, man, it's gonna bring some showing up problems on you with all that complaining and murmuring. The Most High hates complainers and he hates murmurers. We're gonna read that in a little bit. Did you finish that, my brother?
Yeah, 1 through 3.
1 through 4. 1 through 3. Now skip down to 31 through 34. Let's see the end of this thing. We're gonna see the end of what happened. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And there went forth a wind from the Lord and brought quails from the sea and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth.
Now, I want y'all to understand what he's saying. The wind, you know how wind just takes a seed and blows it somewhere and sets it down and it starts to grow? This is what the Most High saying he even doing even after the murmuring, complaining, and he's finna do something. He said, so you want this? I'm going to give you all you want, and you're going to choke on it. I'm going to make sure you choke on it. Keep reading, bro. He finished play it out. Go ahead.
Verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
And the people stood up all that day and all that night and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. And he that gathered least gathered 10 homers.
Mm.
And they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp.
So here, what he's saying, this is them complaining about not having no meat, not having nothing. They got tired of eating the manna and all that. He said, okay, I'm gonna give y'all enough to choke on. He said the one who gathered the least gathered up 10 omers of birds. 10 omers is equal to 1,900 birds, which is equal to 475 pounds worth of meat. He said, since y'all want meat, I'm gonna give you all the meat you want. You're gonna choke on it. You're gonna have it coming out your nose. You're gonna be so sick of eating meat, but I'm gonna still give it to you. And this is what the Most High say: when you complaining and murmuring, I'm gonna give you all you want. What you complaining about having a lack of, I'm gonna give it to you, and I'm gonna let you choke on it. Since you like complaining and you say you want this and you want that, you my child, I'm gonna give it to you. But it's just like a child wanting to smoke some cigarette and you give him a whole pack of cigarettes instead of making smoke the whole pack. Since you want to smoke cigarette, I'm gonna let you smoke cigarette. You won't stand here and smoke this whole pack. This is how the Most High, when his fire burn hot, this is what he'll do to you. You see Israel all the time with all this money, and that be their downfall. Yeah. You see all these sports athletes and all that, they get all this money, get all these Hollywoods, and it be their downfall. I'm gonna give you all you want, since that's what you want.
Somebody going through it right now, old Mr. Sharp.
Yeah. Yeah.
That 50 million.
Talk of the town right now.
Yeah.
Since you like going to Bunnyville, I'm gonna give you all the bunnies you want.
Yeah, since you like playing in the snow.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a snowfall.
Yeah.
This is what the Most High is telling you about his law. Keep reading, bro.
33.
Mm-hmm.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people. And the Lord smote the people with a very great plague.
Mm-hmm.
And he called the name of that place Kibroth Hattaavah.
That's right. Go ahead.
Because there they buried the people that lusted.
This place is called the graves of the lustful.
Hey, so that lets you. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was gonna say that. Hey, you can lust for other things other than flapping skins.
See, that's what I'm trying to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing make you laugh, gonna make you cry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take whatever it is. And he said, man, they were still chewing while they were chewing on the meat. He said, while it was still in their teeth. He said, I brought a plague on them. So y'all keep on playing about this law. Y'all keep on murmuring and complaining about your job. Keep murmuring and complaining about your situation at home. Your situation. Keep on complaining. I'm gonna give it to you now. You have to deal with it. Then guess what? They gathered all them birds up, and they still didn't see that the Most High was doing what he was Most High doing. He said, okay, these jokes still ain't learned. Let me put this plague on. Finish that out, bro.
It wasn't. I'm sorry. I don't went to the next spot.
Did you finish at 34?
Nah,
you finished 34. That was good. That was good.
Okay.
Let's go to the next place. Then we're gonna get on into it. Let's go to Nahum.
All right.
Let's go to Nahum, the one. Nahum, the one, right after Micah. Nahum, the one. And we're gonna read verses 2 through 7. Now, this was a prophecy of Nineveh, but it's also a multifold prophecy of the unrighteous. So I want y'all to keep this in mind and make this personal to you when this brother reads these 4 or 5 scripts. Go ahead and feed the people, bro.
So we had Nahum chapter 1, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
God is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
Yes, sir.
The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm.
We just saw that he brought them quails in with that wind.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And the clouds are the dust of his feet. He rebuketh the sea and maketh it dry, and dry up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. The mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence.
Yes, sir.
Yea, the world and all that dwelleth therein. Who can stand before his indignation?
Nobody.
Who can abide in the furnaces of his anger?
Nobody.
His fury is poured out like fire.
It's poured out like what?
Like fire.
Okay.
And the rocks are thrown down by him. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him.
So the only way he's a stronghold in time of trouble is the ones that trust in him. Now, we do a whole lot of lip service a lot of times about how much we love the Lord, how much we trust in him. But there's going to come a time, and I tell you, like I told you before, and right soon, a lot of us going to be tested. To see if you really standing on what you say you standing on. A lot of us going to be tested and stretched to our limit to see really, are you really trusting in the Most High? Because if you're not, you're going to be part of that fiery indignation that's going to sweep through the land. And when I say sweep through the land, it could be a mental condition, a financial condition, a physical condition. It could be a family situation. He's going to sweep through that. And he's going to test everyone who claiming that they love him and trust in him with this fiery law. Now let's get into it. We set the scene, and we with the Hebrew letter Nun. And it actually means seed. And the picture graph of Nun is actually looks just like a sperm, a sperm seed.
Yeah.
And it means seed, fish, life, continue. The Hebrew letter is a picture of a seed sprout representing the idea of continuing a new generation or a fish seed swimming in water, just like the sperm swims up the canal of the female and lands on the egg. The letter Nun is composed of two Nuns, which is the letter Nun is representative of 50. So 50 plus 50 is 100. We break that down into gematria. It is 1 plus 0 is 1. We back to the divine one who gives life or prosperity to the seed, as we read in the Deuteronomy. So the giver of life and the sustainer of life and the sustainer of the seed is the divine one. The first word in every verse starts with the corresponding letter of the stanza. In this case, is Nun, and we know it's 8 verses. So 8 times 50, Nun is representative of 50, is 400. We back to Dalit, the door or the entrance of the children or the seed of Elohim. Are you the one who really trusts in him? Are you that seed that's going to bear fruit? Are you that seed that's going to be able to go in and out and find pasture through the door of the entrance, which is Yeshua? Because again, this whole Psalm 119 is a love letter to Yeshua and to the law. That's all Psalm 119 is, a love letter to Yeshua and the law, which is the Torah or the teachings of Yeshua. And they show you the intricacies and the built-in truths and beliefs of the law. That's what Psalm 119 is about, doing it through the Hebrew letters of the Aleph Bet. So let's get to the first place. Psalms 119, we're going to read verse 105, bro.
Psalms 119, verses 105, and it reads,
what did it say?
The word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
Yes, sir.
I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments.
Okay. So he said, the word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Let's go get a precept to that real quick. Proverbs 6. Proverbs 6. Proverbs 6. And we're going to pick it up We're going to pick it up at verse 20. We're going to read 20 through 23. When you get it, Bruce, go ahead and read.
All right, Proverbs 6, verse 20. My son, keep thy father's commandments and forsake not thy mother, the law of thy mother.
Mm-hmm.
Bind them continually upon thine heart
Mm-hmm.
and tie them about thy neck.
Mm.
When thou goest, it shall lead thee.
Yes, sir.
When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee.
Mm.
When thou awakest, it shall talk with thee.
Yes, sir.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
So, if this seed of the law has been sown in you under noon, so when you awake, it should be talking to you. When you sleep, it should be keeping you, not only keeping you and protecting you, but even keeping the portals of your mind. Me and some of the brews were talking about on the feast day how sometimes the enemy will creep in your mind and you be thinking about stuff you ain't got no business thinking about, and then all of a sudden you'll jump on the shake. Because we know the devil don't take no time off.
Yep.
See, even if this seed is in you, you ain't gonna sit there and just go and play the dream out of your mind. Yeah. No, man, I can't be doing that.
Yep.
Even when you sleep, this word. See, if you got to run everything through the scripture, even when you sleep, your mind know if it's transgressing the law. But if that seed ain't been sown in you, then guess what? You're gonna lay there and you're gonna lay there and you're gonna lay there till you do whatever it is in your mind to do. See, that's what I'm saying. If this seed, this beautiful seed ain't been sown in you, you're gonna be ending up in the dark. It won't be a light to you. It won't be reproof to you. It won't be instruction for you. You find yourself in situations that you like, man, how did I do that? Why did I do that? Because the seed did die. Mm-hmm. You know the parable of the sower, right? 75% of the seeds didn't make it. Let's go back. Go back and read that 106, bro. Read that 106 again before we go to the next one.
That's Psalms not 119, 106.
Yeah, 119 and 106. Read that one more time for me.
All right. And it reads, I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments.
He said, I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgment. Let's go to Second Baruch. And we go into Second Baruch in the Pseudepigrapha volume 1, page 647. Put it up in the room. Second Baruch. I'm making sure everybody look on my screen over there. Make sure it's popping up so everybody can see it. Make sure I'm sharing. All right, yeah, here it comes. All right, we're going to Second Baruch, and we're going to chapter 77. It's on page 647. Because, see, the law is going to feed those who adhere to it. And we're going to read that. We're going to read verses 11 through 26, bro. 11 through 26.
All right.
If you adhere to the law, it's that seed is going to get nourished and brought up in you. But go ahead and read 11 through 26.
All right, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And the people answered, and they said to me, everything which we can remember of the good things which the Mighty One has done to us, we shall remember. And that which we do not remember, he knows in his grace.
Yes, sir.
But do this for us, your people. Write also to our brothers in Babylon a letter of doctrine and a roll of hope, so that you might strengthen them also before you go away from us.
So let me stop you right there. So we in Babylon right now. And so he said, write to our brothers that's in Babylon, that they may remember. See, I said something to the brews, and I said something to some brews on one particular brew. I ain't gonna give the name out. I said, man, he said, T, man, you've been going through this, man. You just going through. I said, man, let me tell you something. If you're not able to do what Hezekiah did, if you're not able to turn your face to the wall and tell the Most High all that you done done, If you ain't in a situation or position where you can turn your face to the wall in good faith, now I ain't talking about no lying. If you can't turn your face to the wall like Hezekiah, if you can't remember, call back to remembrance that what you done for the kingdom, then you live a wasted life. Because the test and the trial coming now. The problem and the tribulation is coming. If you can't turn your face to that wall and say, look here now, Lord, now you're going to stall me out. I done did everything you told me to do. And if you can't do that right now in good faith, man, you need to do some self-checking. You need to do some more reevaluation. You need to do some fasting and praying. Because if you know you got unrepentant sin and you've been doing dirt and deceit, then don't turn your face to that wall. Because that fire going to eat you up. He going to give you all you want. And if you can't do it, brother, sister, there's a dead monkey on the line. Go ahead and finish reading, bro.
Middle of 13.
Mm-hmm.
For the shepherds of Israel have perished, and the lamps which give light are extinguished, and the fountains from which we used to drink have withheld their streams.
Now we've been reading about these streams drying up and these lamps being a light unto our path, unto our feet. Been reading about it. Now he actually talking about the leaders that's been dried up and the lights that went out. And we've been seeing the fountains dried up and the lights going out within Israel and some of these Israelite camps and some of these Israelite communities. We've been seeing it. The light that went out and the streams and dried up. Ain't no fountains of living water coming out these jokers, man. Keep reading, Hebrew.
Now we have been left in the darkness and in the thick forest and in the aridness of the desert.
Mm-hmm.
And I answered and said to them,
yes, sir.
Shepherds and lamps and fountains came from the law.
When
we go away, the law will abide.
And when y'all go away, see what I tell you about, the law ain't changing for you. You ain't special. When y'all go away, when y'all turn y'all back, when y'all disengage from the law still gonna be here. The Lord don't need you to believe in him and to believe in his word for him to be God. The universal laws have been set in place. They ain't changing. I know modernity has told us a lot of things have changed. I know modernity has told us a lot of things are not like it was back in the old Bible. I know what modernity taught us. Because we struggle and fight with it every day. But the law ain't changing. You ain't special, and he ain't got to change nothing. If you ain't living your life going according to the old landmark, then you caught up in modernity. You caught up in Babylon. It's a fallacious lie that's been told that was good enough for back then, but it ain't good enough for right now. The law will always abide, regardless of who you think you are. Keep reading, bro.
If you, therefore, look upon the law and are intent upon wisdom, then the lamp will not be wanting, and the shepherd will not give away, and the fountain will not dry up.
Yes, sir.
Nevertheless, I shall also write to you, brothers, in Babylon, as you have said to me, and I shall send it by means of men. Also, I shall write to the 9.5 tribes, and send it by means of a bird.
Message, but go ahead and read.
And it happened on the 21st day of the 9th month that I, Baruch, came and sat down under the oak in the shadow of the branches. Nobody was with me. I was alone. And I wrote 2 letters. One I sent by means of an eagle to the 9.5 tribes. And the other I sent by means of 3 men to those who were in Babylon. So
he just sent the letter by eagle to the northern kingdom. And he didn't send a letter by 3 men to the southern kingdom that's now in Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar. See, they did Jeremiah so bad, Jeremiah locked up in jail. Now Baruch, they said, man, you send the letter. Jeremiah ain't here. See, the work ain't going to stop and the word ain't going to stop. But he finna tell y'all something. Keep reading.
And I called an eagle and said to him these words. You have been created by the Most High, that you should be higher than any other bird. But now go and do not stay in any place, Do not go into a nest. Do not sit on any tree until you have flown over the breadth of the many waters of the river Euphrates and have come to the people that live there and cast down to them this letter. Remember that Noah, at the time of the flood, received the fruit of the olive tree from a dove when he sent it away from the ark.
So he said, you remember how the Noah received that olive tree? He received that fruit, that seed. I'm giving y'all a fruit and seed. Y'all better take heed to what I'm trying to drop on y'all. You remember how Noah got that when he knew the flood was over, when he got that olive from that dove? He go, yeah, I'm the dove, and here the olive I'm finna give y'all. Keep reading.
And also the ravens served Elijah when they brought food to him as they were commanded.
Yes, sir.
Also Solomon, at the time of his kingship, commanded a bird whether he commanded it. Hold on. I lost my spot. So
you good?
Commanded a bird whether he wanted to send a letter, and in whatever he was in need of, and it obeyed him as he commanded it. And do not be reluctant, and do not deviate to the right nor to the left, but fly and go straight away, that ye may preserve the commandment of the mighty one, as I said to you.
So he said, look, man, don't y'all go to the left. Don't y'all go to the right. I'm finna give y'all something. We ain't got time to read the whole thing. But baby, what he was telling you, this law that y'all turned y'all backs on, that's what's bringing the pressure. And it's going to be pressure from now till whenever, until you turn back to this fiery law. Until you turn back to that which I presented to you through Moshe, this gift that I gave you, until you turn back to that, ain't nothing going to work out for you. And it's going to always be pressure. Always be pressure. Y'all going to read that on all that on your own. We ain't got, for the sake of time, we're not going to read the whole thing. Let's go back, because the law going to feed those that adhere to it, man. Let's go back to Psalm 119 and read 107. Y'all read the rest of that on your own. Y'all read the letter to the 9 tribes and then the letter to the ones in Babylon. We ain't gonna read all that. I just want to give you a taste of it. Y'all go. That's some homework for you. Psalm 119 and read verse 109. Then we're gonna go to the next. Go ahead.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry, 119, 107. Excuse me. Yeah.
119, 107.
107. Yeah, just read 107.
All right. And I'm afflicted very much. Quicken me, O Lord, according unto thy word.
He said, I am afflicted very much. Quicken me or give me life or make me alive according to thy word. Let's get a quick precept today. Let's go to Ephesians. Chapter 2. Oh man. Chapter 2, and we're gonna read 1 through 5. Let's check this out. He said, I'm afflicted very much. Well, 2, 1 through 5, what do it say? Because we're going to find out right real quick. The seed of the law gives life. Go ahead and read that.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1. You said 1 through 4?
1 through 5.
1 through 5, okay. And ye have been quickened, who were dead in trespasses and sins, wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we all had our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind. And we were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. But God, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sins, hath quickened us together with Christ. By grace you are saved.
Go ahead.
By grace you are saved.
By grace ye are saved. So he said the thing that quickened you, number one, the gift that he presented to you. So he gave you a gift of the law. We spit on that. He gave us a gift of grace, and we continue to spit on that. And it's only by his long suffering and kindness, mercy that he has not killed us. Because every one of us knows that sin called for death. Sin called for blood. Inventory yourself for the next 7 days and see how many times you consciously know that you transgressed the law, that you catch yourself transgressing the law. And every time you can do that, you should have been dead. It should have been a sacrifice. But he's quickening you through his word. That seed that's sown in you is supposed to quicken your mind and your body. Every time a negative thought or a negative feeling or a negative emotion, that word is supposed to quicken you. It shouldn't be a long, drawn-out thing. We know we got this battle in our mind, as we just read, but it's supposed to quicken you and bring you back to the right mind, the right state of mind. Psalm 119. Go back to Psalm 119, and then we're gonna read 108. 108. Read 108, bro.
All right. Psalms 119, 108.
Mm-hmm.
Except I beseech thee the free will offerings of thy mouth, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments.
So he said, accept the free will offerings of my mouth. What free will offering of your mouth? Let's go see this seed that you're supposed to give back to the Most High. So we'll know. Hosea the 14. Hosea the 14. The free will offering of my mouth. Go back to the prophets. Hosea the 14. And we're going to read verses 1 through 9. When you get it, Hebrew, go ahead and feed the people.
All right. So we at Hosea chapter 14. O Israel, return unto the Lord thy God, for thou hast fallen by thine iniquity. Take with you words and turn to the Lord. Say unto him, take away all iniquity and receive us graciously. So we will render the calves of our lips.
So instead of rendering goats and sheep, we're going to render the calves of our lips of repentance. That's the free will offering that you're supposed to be offering up. Because he said the words, take with you word and turn to Yahweh unto him and take away all iniquity and receive us graciously. So will we render the sacrifice of our mouth. Continue to read.
Verse 3. Assure shall not save us. We will not ride upon horses, neither will we say any more to the work of our hands, ye are gods. For in thee the fatherless findeth mercy.
Yes, sir.
I will heal their backsliding. I will love them freely, for mine anger is turned away from him. I will be as the dew unto Israel. He shall grow as the lily and cast forth his roots as Lebanon. You see the
seed is taking root now. He said he shall grow as the lily and cast forth his roots as Lebanon. The trees of Lebanon are thick and tall and beautiful. You ought to be growing in this thing. You ought to be bearing fruit in this thing. You ought to be taking root in this thing and be unshakable and unmovable in the law. This thing under noon should be taking seed in you, bearing fruit in you, and taking root in you. Continue to read, bro.
Verse 5. I will be as the dew unto Israel. He shall grow as the lily and cast forth his roots as Lebanon. His branches shall spread, and his beauty shall be as the olive tree, and his smell as Lebanon. They that dwell under his shadow shall return.
Yes, sir.
They shall revive as the corn and grow as the vine. The scent thereof shall be as the wine of Lebanon. He done said they're going to smell like Lebanon 3 times. That means something.
So if you're going to smell like Lebanon, you ever smell a tree in Lebanon, man, it's more fragrant. It shouldn't be a stench of sin on you, what he's trying to say. That stench of sin shouldn't be on you. That look of haughtiness should not be on you. That look of pride and that act of pride shouldn't be on you. That envy and jealousy, I shouldn't smell that on you. You should look beautiful. You should be talking beautiful. You should be smelling beautiful. And you should be rooted and grounded in the law. Keep reading, bro. Down to 9.
Verse 8. Ephraim shall say, what have I done? What have I to do anymore with idols?
Mm-hmm.
I have heard him and observed him. I am like a green fir tree. From me is thy fruit found.
Yes, sir. From me is thy fruit found. What fruit? Just like the brother gave the testimony about the young brother that reached out to him. Now his fruit is found. Can't nobody say the angels that wrote it down on the heavenly tablets that Aquila and Priscilla ministry know they got one for sure. The fruit gonna be found in the day of judgment. Bring out the heavenly tablets. Man, that's something right there, bro, that can't nobody take away.
Oh.
That fruit gonna be found, brothers and sisters. Can you say that? Can you say that? Finish it out, bro.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Who is wise? He shall understand these things. Prudent, he shall know them. For the ways of the Lord are right.
Yes, sir.
And the just shall walk in them, but the transgressors shall fall therein.
There it is again. The just gonna walk in them, but the transgressors gonna fall. The just works gonna stand under fire. Wicked, it works ain't gonna stand the test. Let's go back to Psalm 119. I hope y'all get some understanding. Psalm 119 and verse 109. Psalm 119. Y'all just keep y'all spot. We're gonna be bouncing back and forth. Y'all keep y'all spot in Psalm 119. Psalm 119 and 109, bro. If you got to go ahead and feed the people.
Verse 109.
Mm-hmm.
And my soul is continually in my hand.
What? Yeah. Wait a minute. Your soul is continually in your hand. I say it all the time. The Most High is going to allow each and every one of us to build our case for or against ourselves. So every wrong decision you make, you putting your soul that much closer to the lake. Every right decision that you make, you getting your soul that much closer to Abraham's bosom or to the kingdom. Your soul is continually in your own hand. Not they made me mad, not that they did me wrong, not that she ain't doing what I told her to do, not that he ain't doing what I asked him to do. Your soul is in your hand. You are in complete control of your own emotions, of your own thoughts, and your actions. Start the top again, boo, without me interrupting. Read that, then we're going to go to the next place.
Verse 109.
Mm-hmm.
My soul is continually in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yet do I not forget thy law.
And yet do I not forget thy law. Let's go to Psalm 37. Flip back. Keep your head on Psalm 119. Psalm 37.
You want me to read that 110 first? Or
now we're going to come back to it.
All right.
Psalm 37, we're going to read 23 through 28. Check this out. 23 through 28, Hebrew. You have power over your own judgment. When you get it, go ahead and read.
Verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord,
mm-hmm.
and he delighteth in his way.
Mm.
Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down.
Right.
Yes, sir. For the Lord upholdeth him with his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I have been young, and now I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
Yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread.
Man, look here. I'm going to testify to that. I'm going to testify to that.
Praises.
Many a time. I can testify to this here. Go ahead and read. I ain't going to get into it. Go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
He is ever merciful,
mm-hmm.
and lendeth, and his seed is blessed.
Come on, bro.
Depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. For the Lord loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
But the seed, we keep reading about these seeds of the wicked and the seeds of the righteous.
Yeah.
He said, man, the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. He said, but in 26, he said, he is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. So when you're looking at the law under noon, you're looking at the seeds of life and righteousness, or you're looking at the seeds of unrighteousness and death. As long as the earth will remain, seed time and harvest going to remain. So let's go back to Psalm. Go ahead, bro.
No, I just got a question. I just thought about something, man. Like when they said they had lost Yeshua, he was in the temple, and they said he was going over his letters, or is this what he was explaining to him? Like
so we that's gonna be a refresh, but I'm glad you brought that up because that was at the beginning of this series when we first started this series. We went over that script and they said, how did this child know his letters?
Yeah.
How does he know this? He is the Torah, the living word. They said, man, how did he know his letters like this?
So that's what he was doing. Like when we get to noon, he was breaking it down like, you know, this is the seed of the law, you know, type deal.
Right. He was breaking down the law and the prophets just like what we doing right now. Which, I mean, I ain't like saying we doing it like
yeah.
Ain't nowhere in the world. I mean, but I ain't that smart. But yeah, they said, how does he know his letters? That was one of the first scriptures we led off with this series, trying to show you about the Hebrew language. And when we get through it, when we get to the end of this series on the last letter, we're gonna go back through those scripts again, and we're gonna show you the Hebrew language that he created everything with the Hebrew language. He sustains everything with the Hebrew language. He's got everything is tied up into this Hebrew language. He even brought the Hebrew language back into existence when he wanted Abraham to learn his word. So to those naysayers, once again, they say the Hebrew ain't this, Hebrew dead language. If the Hebrew was dead language, everything would cease to exist. Everything would cease to exist. The universe would be sucked into a black hole. Because we didn't read, and for those who ain't been in the series, we didn't read that everything is sustained by the Hebrew language. We even gonna go in the next part, we're gonna go into the book of creation, and they're gonna get a precept to that which is in Jubilees. But we're gonna read that. Go, what we have? We're going back. You finished that, right?
Psalms 119, 110.
Yep, that's where we going. Psalms 119 and verse 110. What do it say, my brother?
The wicked have laid a snare for me, and I err not from thy precepts.
See, even when the wicked lay a snare for me. See, all this is hitting home for people that know what's going on, know why I'm saying it's hitting home. Because people going to lay a snare for you. People going to talk about you, but that still don't give you an excuse to get away from the precepts and the law. Because if you keep the precepts and the law, you're going to heap coals of fire on their head. And he going to let you see the demise of your enemies. I can tell y'all so much that is going on, and man, it's flabbergasting me every time I think about it. People that I don't even know, I'm walking in their offices and they telling me everything what's going on with my situation, and I ain't never met them a day in my life. And they already said, well, T, we got you. I'm talking about this real. I ain't talking about fake. This stuff is blowing my mind to the point where, like, man, I ain't got no choice but to believe it. To stay in it. To stay on it. But we're going to get a precept at 110. Let's go to Psalm 124. We get a precept at 110. Go to Psalm 124. And we're going to read verses 1 through 8. Check this out, y'all. Psalm 110 and verse 124. Chapter 124, verses 1 through 8. What do it say?
If it had not been for the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been for the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth.
So if your help is in the name of Yahweh, who made heaven and earth, what you worried about it for? What you fearing them for? Why you so anxious about it? If you really believe that. If you really believe what you just read, I don't understand why there's so much anxiety. I don't understand why there's so much depression. I don't understand why there's so much angst and worry amongst the children of the God of heaven and earth. I don't get that. If you believe in the seed that has been sown in you. Psalm 119, and we read 111, bro. Psalm 119 and read 111. What do it say?
Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart.
He said, that testimony have I taken for a heritage or an inheritance forever. Going right back to Deuteronomy, what we read starting out, about this law being an inheritance for future generations. Going right back to Deuteronomy, what we read at the beginning of this lesson. Thy testimonies have I taken as inheritance forever, for they are the rejoicing of my land, for my heart. Let's go get a precept. Let's go get a precept. Proverbs 8. Proverbs 8. And we're going to pick it up at the 17, bro. Proverbs 8 and 17. We're going to read 17 through 21. What do it say?
All right. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17. I love them that love me.
Huh?
Yeah, that's heavy. Boom.
Wait a minute.
Boom.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
See, John 3:16.
Wow.
Somebody got to straighten me out on that then. Y'all hold up real quick.
Yeah, I got it right.
You may hold your finger right there. You got a question. What's your question? Because I think I'm finna ask.
Who, me?
Did you say you have a question?
No, I got to write that down.
Write this one down too.
Pulling the two.
I'm finna give you something. Y'all hold y'all spot right there. We coming right back. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 28. I'm finna show y'all that somebody been lying. Look, chapter 7, verse 28.
Say Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, 28.
Read that real quick, bro, if you got it.
For God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
See, if you ain't keeping on law, he don't love you.
Wow.
See, if you ain't keeping on law,
that's heavy.
Now, y'all read it for yourself. Write it down, precept it.
That's heavy, boy.
If you don't dwell in wisdom, if you're a mean, hateful, evil, envy, rebellious ass woman, he don't love you. If you're a sorry, no good, good for nothing, Hebrew light, he don't love you. If you ain't dwelling in wisdom, now, did I make that up or did we read that?
We just read that.
Now go back to that Psalm 139 and start that up at the top. So just so they say, man, that he one line.
You said Psalms 139.
Proverbs. I'm sorry. Proverbs 8 and 17. Pick that back up at the top.
I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Keep on reading. Huh?
I thought you just wanted 17. I'm sorry.
No, read all the way down.
That's right.
Read down to the 21.
Riches and honor are with me.
Mm.
Yea, durable riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold.
My seed, the fruit of my seed is better than gold.
Yea, than fine gold. And my revenue than choice silver.
And my payoff,
Yeah.
my constant residual income is better than silver. Keep reading.
I lead in the way of righteousness,
Yes,
in
sir.
the midst of the paths of judgment,
Mm-hmm.
that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, and I will find their treasures. I'm sorry, and I will feel their treasures.
And I will feel their inheritance. Because my fruit is better, my seed is better than gold. But I want to, let's go back to Psalm 119, read that 112.
Psalms 119, verses 112.
What do it say, bro?
I have inclined my heart to perform thy statutes always, even until the end.
Even until the what?
Until the end.
Oh, okay. Let's go to Revelation 2. I ain't got it on the screen, right? But it's Revelation 2, 8 through 11.
All right.
You got it on your paper, though, don't you, bro?
Nah, no.
Yeah, it's Revelation 2.
Right.
Revelation 2, family, verses 8 through 11. He said, even unto the end, didn't he, man? Okay.
To the end.
To the end, my friend. See, this ain't no sprint. This ain't no 400 meter. Man, this is a long haul to the end. I kind of had a typo on my I fat fingered that one, bro. But Revelations 2, verses 8 through 11.
All right.
What do it say?
Verse 8.
Uh-huh.
And unto the angel of the church of Smyrna write, these things saith the first and the last, which was dead and is alive.
Yes, sir.
Know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
He said, I know the damn lies that these folks been telling. I know the synagogue of Satan. He said, I know that they lying. But go ahead and read.
Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. But be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
That don't sound good. That don't sound like something that a lot of people gonna be able to stand up under. Because we just read in that Psalm 119, you gotta be faithful to the end, right?
Yeah.
So he said, some of y'all gonna get killed, some of y'all gonna be in prison, some of y'all gonna be tried 10 days. He said, but be faithful unto death. And I'm gonna give you a crown of life. Read that last verse. What do it say?
He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit say unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death.
So he said in that 1 Corinthians chapter 15, he said, it is sold in corruption. That seed. It is raised in incorruption.
Corruption.
See, it's sown a mortal body. It is raised an immortal body. So the seed of the law that's supposed to be in your mind is going to give you a crown of life. Even though, see, a seed got to die before it grows. You put a seed in the ground, it actually died within itself, then burst open. So, are you willing to lay it all on the line? You know, like we say, KOE, are you willing to do that? KOE over everything and everybody? Are you willing to do that? And hold on to the end? Let's go to the next slide. All right. Prophetically, the letter Nun symbolizes faithfulness, a humble heart, and is linked to the concept of life or activity. Noon has a numerical value of 50. The number 50 signifies fullness, completion, or a period, or restoration and renewal. Talking about the jubilees and whatnot. 50 is the number of days between unleavened bread and Pentecost, a new or restored spirit. Jubilees or years of release are marked by 50 years past. The number 50 can represent a full, fine, or restitution, where a man in line with the virgin is required to give 50 pieces of silver. So 50, when you see 50, it's talking about restitution or paying a fine. When you see noon, that fruit or that seed that you put in the ground, you're going to get something. You're going to have a payoff. In those verses, we seen the word, judgment. We seen in verse 107 was the bar word again, mishpat, judgment, law, Torah, precepts, piku, testimonies, adah, statutes, hoke. All this equals up to 50 again. When you break that down, it's the letter Hey, the number 5 of the letter Hey, the revelations of the times of the seeds of Yah. The revelations of the times of the seeds of the Most High. First Enoch 39. Prove that out. Let's go to First Enoch 39, volume 1, page 30. Let me put it up in the room for the people who ain't got to see the picture. Page 30. First Enoch, chapter 39. Let me pull it up in the room. Let's look at this and see if we right on that. First Enoch 39. The seeds of righteousness shall dwell with the Most High. 1 through 8, Hebrew. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
All right, First Enoch, verse chapter 39. It shall come to pass in those days that the children of the elect and the holy ones will descend from the high heaven.
Wait a minute, I thought everybody was going to heaven. Why they coming down here? Go ahead.
And their seed will become one with the children of the people.
Yes, sir.
And in those days, Enoch received the books of zeal and wrath, as well as the books of haste and whirlwind.
You see, look, I told you everything being written down now.
Yeah.
Everything is being written down. And he said he gonna receive the books of zeal and wrath, as well as the books of haste and whirlwind. Continue to read.
The Lord of the Spirit says that mercy shall not be upon them.
Wait a minute. I told y'all, everybody have a Lord mercy, but he know my heart. Mercy and grace gonna run out on a whole lot of folks. There is an expiration date on mercy and grace. So don't be so haughty and so nonchalant that you think all you can say, well, the Lord know my heart, he merciful, he long suffering. It's got an expiration date on it. And your expiration date is different than mine on certain things, and vice versa. Ask Saul if you don't believe. Go ahead.
In those days, whirlwinds carried me off from the earth and set me down into the ultimate ends of the heavens. There I saw other dwelling places of the holy ones and their resting places too. So there my eyes saw their dwelling places with the holy angels and their resting places with the holy ones. And they interceded and petitioned and prayed on behalf of the children of the people.
Yes, sir.
And righteousness flowed before them like water, and mercy like dew upon the earth.
Now these are the righteous seed that this is going on, not the one that he got indignation and wrath on. Go ahead and read.
And thus it is in their midst forever and ever. And in those days, my eyes saw the elect one of righteousness and of faith. And righteousness shall prevail in his days.
Yes, sir.
And the righteous and elect ones shall be without number before him forever and ever. And I saw a dwelling place underneath the wings of the Lord of the spirits.
Mm.
And all the righteous and the elect before him shall be as intense as the light of fire.
There it is again. Go ahead.
Their mouth shall be full of blessing, and their lips will praise the name of the Lord of the spirits, and righteousness before him will have no end, and uprightness before him will not cease. There underneath his wings I wanted to dwell, and my soul desired that dwelling place. Already my portion is there, for thus has it been reserved for me before the Lord of the spirits.
And this is the year of release. This is the time of release. This is the jubilee, the 50, the seed that sprung up and they dwelling with the Most High. The righteous seed gonna dwell with the Most High. Under the letter Noon, this is what he's trying to show us. This is what he's trying to show us. This the 50. Now let's go. Let's move on. Moving on. Let's go to the letter Samik. The Hebrew letter Samik has a root meaning of support or to uphold or to lean upon, and is often associated with concepts like protection, strength, and miraculous continuation of life. The letter Samik is made up of Samik, Mem, and Het. 60 plus 40 plus 8 is 108. 1 plus 0 plus 8 is 18. 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. I'm sorry, which is Tet. Now, the duality of the continuous support, because we know Tet means duality of good and evil. The duality of the continuous support, hedging or protection, good or evil, life or eternal damnation. You're either going to be hedged in or protected or reserved for hell, or you're going to be hedged in and protected for good and life. The first word in every verse starts with the corresponding letter of the stanza, which the letter Samik is 60. So 8 verses times 60, 480. 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 3, which brings us back to the Hebrew letter Gimel, the good and benevolence of the Most High supporting us through life, or supports life. The good and benevolence of the Most High supports us through life. Psalm 119. Psalm 119, we're going to pick it up at verse 113. Psalm 119, verse, and we're going to read, Psalm 119, verses 113. Hebrew, if you got it, go ahead and feed the people.
I hate vain thoughts.
You what?
I hate vain thoughts.
Uh-huh.
But thy law do I love.
Let's get a quick precept of that.
Wow.
I'm going to pull this up in the room. He said, I hate vain thoughts. Let's go to the Shepherd of Hermas. I know y'all ain't got the Shepherd of Hermas. Most y'all don't. But I got it pulled up on the screen for the brothers and sisters who ain't got it. Let me get it up on the screen. He said, I hate vain thoughts, man. He said, but thy law do I love. Shepherd of Hermas, chapter 49. We're going to read verses 1 through 5, Hebrew. And when you see it up on the screen, let me know.
I got it. I'm ready.
All right, go ahead and read.
But I, the angel of repentance, say to you, do not fear the devil, for I was sent, he said, to be with you who repent with all your heart and to strengthen you in the faith.
Yes, sir.
Shoot. So believe in God. You who because of your sins have despaired of your life and are aiding to your sins and making your life hard.
You see, you add to your sins and making your life hard. Go ahead, bro.
Because if you turn to the Lord with all your heart and practice righteousness the rest of the days of your life and serve him rightly according to his will, he will heal your previous sins and you will have power to conquer the devil's works.
I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love.
Yeah.
Keep reading.
But do not fear the devil's threats at all.
Mm-hmm.
For he is as powerless as a dead man's sinews.
He powerless as a dead man's muscle. Ain't got no power.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Listen to me, therefore, and fear the one who is able to do everything, to save and to destroy.
That's right.
and keep these commandments.
Yes, sir.
And you will live to God.
There it is again. You hedged in on every side. He said, fear him not that can kill the body, but I will forewarn you whom you shall fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear him that after he have killed, had the power to cast soul and body into the lake of fire. He don't worry about the devil. Go ahead and read.
Verse 4. And I said to him, Sir, now I am strengthened in all the Lord's commandments.
Yes, sir.
Because you are with me. I know that you will crush all the power of the devil, and we will rule over him and prevail over all his works. And I hope, sir, that I am now able to keep the commandments that you have commanded, as the Lord enables me. You will keep them, he said, if your heart is pure toward the Lord.
If your heart is pure toward the Lord, then you will keep them.
Come on, man.
If your heart is pure toward the Lord, you will keep them. See, if you can't turn your face to the wall, like I said earlier, and if you can't recall what you done, see, it's gonna be a whole lot of people in the last day. Lord, did we not do this in your name? Your heart wasn't pure toward the Lord. Yeah, you fed the homeless. Yeah, you opened up your house. Yeah, you did this and you did that, and you taught lessons and you did that and you read, but your heart wasn't pure toward the Lord, man. And he know it. And he said, if you do this and keep the commandment with a pure, he gonna support you. He gonna protect you, man. This is Psalmic. The letter Psalmic. Through the commandment, that's where you get your protection and your upholding and your uplifting.
Can I ask something, Hebrew?
Go ahead, bro.
I see, I'm looking at the word Psalmic, and I see the word thorn. Is that what it's supposed to look like? A thorn?
It's either gonna head you in or head you out.
That's what okay.
See, a hedge, a thorn, you can't. He told Paul when Yeshua got Paul on the road to the man, he said, man, it's hard for you to kick against the pricks.
Yeah, okay, it makes sense.
You ever kick the thorn brush or kick a pointed nail or a pointed piece of wood, that's detrimental for you.
But like the noon, like the picture is supposed to be the picture of a seed.
Mm-hmm.
What is that picture supposed to be? A Semite?
That's it, a thorn.
A thorn, okay, that's okay.
A hedge, a thorn of protection, a hedge.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Go ahead.
Indeed, all who cleanse their hearts of the vain desires of this world will keep them and will live to God.
See, until you get rid of the lust of the flesh and the pride of life and the deceitfulness of riches, you ain't gonna be able to keep these laws with a pure heart.
Idolatry. Everything you just said is idolatry.
That's it. You ain't gonna be able to keep these laws with a pure heart. If you don't get rid of this stuff, if you don't get rid of this envy and jealousy and cliques and all that, man, look, you ain't gonna be able to keep these laws with no pure heart. And he know it. He know it. You ain't gonna get away with nothing. Back to Psalm 119, Hebrew. Back to Psalm 119. And we're gonna pick it up. Pick it up and then read this Psalm 119 and verse 114. What do it say?
Thou art my hiding place and my shield.
Yes, sir.
I hope in thy word.
I hope in thy word. Let's go to a very familiar passage of scripture, Psalm 91. See, he said, thou art my hiding place and my shield. This is your protection. This is your support. This is your hedge. If you sit in the middle of a hedge of thorns, can't nobody get to you. That's what Psalmic is. You keep this law, man, he gonna keep you in this protection.
Yeah. So why would we want to be done away with this protection?
You know what?
Come on, man.
It don't fit our lust. It don't fit our desire. It don't fit our mindset. It don't allow me to do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it.
I promise you. That's that, and we constantly break the first and second commandment every time.
Come on, bro.
Every time.
You mean to tell me I got to get on this man's program and he ain't got to get on my program? Yup. Show live. Just said the most. Your desire shall be toward your husband. He shall rule over. You shall be a helpmeet, suitable, a help person compatible and suitable for him. It didn't say the other way around.
That's
it ain't about your program. Your program is his program, and if his program is the Most High program, then y'all walk in the kingdom. Yeah. Go do the first works first. Brother, you ain't got no business sitting around in your behind. I'm going to be nice tonight. While your wife out working, and then she come home and ain't nothing cooked, ain't nothing clean, and baby, what we gonna eat? And then I want you to make love to me after you get off work and get through cooking clean, go make love.
You don't even deserve it. You don't even deserve it.
You got the audacity.
Yeah.
Brother. Man, let me stop. I don't even want to get 114, bro.
Hey, because keep it real, bro. A lot of these so-called Hebrew Israelites, I'm just gonna keep it real. From what I'm hearing, is stumbling blocks, man.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Y'all take this like how Big Bro is breaking this down. How we really supposed to be looking at this law? We ain't doing that. Folks is getting this information, getting these seeds, and letting pride puff up.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Instead of the law, you letting pride. He plant these seeds of pride in us, man, and we become stumbling blocks to folks, man.
Man, look,
straight up.
The scripture say in the Sirah, he said, "Pride is the beginning of sin."
Straight up, man.
Pride is the beginning of sin, and so you don't want to do what the scripture say do because of your pride, because you don't want to be looked at in a certain way. Oh man, I think you said you was a Mac, man. Oh girl.
Yep.
Yeah. Sister, you gonna get your husband plate and you rubbing his feet, yeah. Girl. Pride is the beginning of sin.
Promise, boy.
114,
bro. Psalms 91, verse 1.
Oh, Psalm 91, verse 1. That's right. You already did. Yeah, you're right. That's my bad. Thank you for keeping me on track. Thank you for keeping me on track, bro.
Praise.
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Yes, sir.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress.
And your what?
My refuge and my fortress.
Man, you had look, can't nobody crash the gate of no fortress. You hedged in, you protected on all sides. Got a moat around it with some alligators in it. Can't nobody get to you. Can't nobody do nothing to you the Most High don't want to happen to you. You hedged in.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
My power, in Him I will trust.
Yes, sir.
Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
Yes, sir.
He shall cover thee with His feathers. Under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
His what?
His truth.
Man, I'm not worried about nobody walking the face of the earth. You can get the Bozak when you talking about doing something to me. I'm not worried, bro. I promise you. Look, bro, I'm not worried about any man.
I promise.
I don't care what kind of status you got, what title you got, how much power you got. I'm not worried. Man, the truth, man. If I'm walking in the truth, I'm keeping these commandments, man. It ain't nothing you can do to me.
Nothing you can do.
I don't care how many schemes you plot up, how much you try to do. You can't get me. I'm under the shadow of the Most High, of the Almighty. You think you're going to run up under the wings of God and do something to me? You can't even get to him, let alone get to me if I'm up under his wing. And the truth going to be my shield and my buckler, man. I'm running everything through law. Oh, man, they said this about you, man. They said you did this. Man, I don't care. Did you do it? No, I didn't do it. I'm keeping the law. Oh, I ain't worried about it then.
I ain't worried.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Come on.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
Man, I don't care what time of the day and what it is, whether it be pestilence, an arrow, a dart, a bullet, a sword. I ain't worried about y'all, man. I ain't worried about none of it. What you saying about me, I don't care. What you talking about, I don't care. What you take from me, I don't care, because I know that his truth gonna sustain me, gonna protect me. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000
Mm-hmm.
at thy right hand.
Yes, sir.
It shall not come nigh thee.
Mm-hmm.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Woo!
And thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
I done made him my protection, my stomach. I done made him my stomach. He told Joe, he told the Most High, I can't get to him because of that head you got around him.
Because that summit around him.
That stomach you got around, I can't get to him. Break it down and let me see. Just like he told him in Isaiah, he said, hey man, what? I'm going to take the head thereof and take it down. I'm going to let all the beasts of the field come to the valley. But long as that hedge around you, sister, long as you under that cover, I ain't talking about the physical, I'm talking about right here. As long as you up under that cover, the devil can't do nothing to you. You up under that headship of that godly man, the devil gonna be begging. No, she under submission, she under the cover. You can't.
Yes,
sir. Long as that man walking in righteousness, and he guiding that sister, and that sister being submissive and obedient, and they, man, look here, devil, man, she said, yeah, but she under that right there. I can't go.
I'm a witness to that.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Yes, sir.
Ain't do nothing to her. How you gonna do something to her head? Her protection is walking in righteousness. Her head is out there on the arm deed. Her head is teaching lessons. Her head is bringing folks in to the truth. I can't do nothing. You can't do nothing to her. She under submission. She under the head. She under her covering. Can't do it. This is what it is right here under Sonic. Go ahead and did we finish that, brother?
Verse 9.
Go ahead.
Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation.
Yes, sir.
There shall no evil befall thee.
That's some evil. No, some evil gonna befall you.
There shall no evil befall thee.
Gonna be a little bit. No
evil.
Mm-hmm.
That means even when we think something evil is happening to us.
Come on, brother.
That ain't evil. That's the refine. He refining you,
brother. You know the first thing that comes to my mind when I read that. For all things work together for the good of those who are called of the Lord, who are called according to His purpose.
Hey, all praise. Can I say something like something? I went through something in my life here recently. You know, I kind of fell a little bit. Yeah. And I promise you, that's what kept going through that scripture. Man, everything happens for the good of them who love, even if it ain't nothing evil gonna befall you, even though it may feel like it, it may look like it. Nah. You being refined, man.
That's it, bro.
Man.
Hey, he burning the dross off for you.
Praise.
Man, gold is tried in the fire. So acceptable me are tried.
Boy.
That's real, that, bro.
That's real.
That's real, there. All right, did we finish that?
Yeah, yep.
I'm finna get happy up in here.
You and me both.
Psalm 119. About to jump up out of my seat over here.
Boy.
I got the shouting choir sitting over to my right. She ain't making it no better. I'm about to run up out of here. She over here praising, I'm over here praising. What? Look at here. Psalm 119, verses 115. Read that.
Depart from me, ye evildoers.
You what?
You evildoers. For I will keep the commandments of God.
Yes, sir. He said, depart from me, ye evildoers, because I'm gonna keep these commandments, partner. Now let's go get a precept that I was trying to give away before, but we're gonna read it now. Psalm 139, and we're gonna read 19 through 24. This is another one of them bangers. Psalm 139, 19 through 24. This is a bang. Hey, boy, when I first read this years ago, boy, I said, boy, the Most High, he know who I am. He dealing with me on this here.
Yeah.
Psalm 139, verse 19, bro. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Surely that will slay the wicked,
Yes,
O
sir.
God. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men.
Yes, sir.
For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. All praise. Hey, we gonna look at that in the third commandment, taking his name in vain.
You doing it tomorrow?
Nah. We still working. We about to do commandment 2 the next time.
Okay.
We still getting it together. But
Okay.
folks think taking his name in vain is all GD or
no, that ain't it.
All nah, man. He just told you, get away from me, you evildoer, and keep my commandments. So that's telling you right there, taking his name in vain is you out here talking about you love Jesus Christ, talking about you a follower of God, but there don't keep his commandments.
Mm-hmm.
That's taking his name in vain, folks.
Boy, there's gonna be a lot of people in trouble on that one.
I promise. Verse 20. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain.
What do verse 21 say?
Do not I hate them.
Wait a minute. I know Yeshua, through the prophecy of David, ain't talking about he hates somebody.
Whoa.
Now, that's the third time we read something like this here tonight.
Whoa.
We read in that Wisdom of Solomon, did we not? Keep on reading.
I'm going to read 21 again. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee.
Mm-hmm.
And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee.
I'm sure grieved with those who rise up against thee, but go ahead and read.
I hate them with perfect hatred.
Yes, sir.
I count them mine enemies.
And I count them my enemies. I heard an elder say, well, see, I ain't got no enemies. What?
Yep.
What this say right here? So you ain't got no enemy, but the Lord got enemies. Well, you must not be with the Lord then. Because I'm riding with this here. If he hate him, I hate him. If he hate him with a perfect hatred, I hate him with a perfect hatred. If he say they enemy, then they my enemies too. I count them my enemies. Finish that out.
Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts.
Yes, sir.
And see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting.
And lead me in the way everlasting. Psalm 119. And we're going to read 116, my brother.
Hey, this cold, bro.
Man, all praise to the Most High.
It's cold right here.
Man, all praise. See,
this is what it's supposed to be about, man. Really learning what his word is trying to teach us, man.
Come on, bro.
For real, because we not back there with the prophets that actually spoke with him. So, bro, we need to allow his spirit to show us, man, what he really trying to tell us, man.
And bro, I'm so glad you said it, because that's what I've really been trying. We going 8 layers deep on each letter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're going 8 layers deep. There's a lot more meat on the bone, but this is what the Most High told me to give to the people. And I'm glad that people are getting edified. I'm hoping and praying that the Most High being glorified. But this is the type of studying that when you get to this Psalm 119, you got to slow down and take your time.
Yeah. You
got to, bro, and really see what the Ruach is saying. Because I know he done gave some other folks some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no monopoly on this here. I'm just giving the people what he giving me and how he told me to give it to them. But there's a whole lot more can be said, because there's another layer that I started to do, I didn't do. Each word of each verse starts with that letter that is under. And if you take each word in each verse, then that letter, that word in each verse, if you put them all together, it tells a story of Yeshua. But that's something y'all can do on your own. I ain't gonna give you that. That's a lot. But that's a starting point.
Yeah.
119 and 116. But what do it say?
Uphold me according to thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope.
And let me live and not be ashamed of my hope. Psalm 55. Psalm 55. And we're going to read verses 22 through 23. Just 2 verses of script. Psalm 55 and verse 22 and 23, bro. When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
Verse 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee.
He said what?
He shall sustain thee.
He's going to uphold and support you. Cast your burden on him.
That's what he say too. Come unto me, all who are heavy laden and
bro.
burdened.
Come on, bro. Now look what he going to do to the other ones. Read that. Start it over again without me interrupting, bro, and read that 22 and 23.
Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
But what?
But thou, O God, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their... Whoa.
See that?
Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days.
But what?
But I will trust in thee.
See, that's why I say, I ain't worried about y'all jokers, man. Y'all can say what y'all want, do what y'all want. I'm going to tell you just like Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah told Nebuchadnezzar when he finna throw him in that fiery furnace. He said, man, you can throw us in that fiery furnace, man. We still ain't going to bow. He said, our God is well able to deliver us out of thy hand, okay? He said, but if he don't, we still ain't bound.
Still ain't bound.
So when you run up against me, you done ran against one of them crazy Negroes that really believe what's in this book.
That really believe what's in this book.
When you run up against me, that's who you ran into. I really believe this shit.
I really do, man.
You ain't gonna be able to move me, man, off this spot.
Straight up.
Because if you kill me, they just make you my best friend. If you talk about me, man, you heaping coals of fire. Don't you know? He said, man, touch not mine, anointing, do my prophet no harm. Man, you might want to check yourself. I done seen folks in the devise plans against me. I ain't saying that I'm nobody, but I'm trying to keep this law, man.
Trying to keep
and
this law.
I seen a whole lot of people, man, go the way of the dodo bird on that there. You might want to be quiet sometime. Because I'm crazy. I believe this here. I done seen, he done shown me too much. I done seen too much. I didn't experience too much for me not to believe this. I'm just this crazy. Psalm 119 in verse 117. But what do it say?
Hold thou me up, and I shall be safe. And I will have respect unto thy statutes continually.
Continually hold me up, meaning uphold me, support me with your word, man. Uphold me with your word. Strengthen me. Protect me with your word. And I will have respect unto thy statutes always, continually.
And if you think about it, bro, that's why I say, man, talk about his word, because we gonna read it, but in the lesson, but when he spoke to us, man. And we didn't get no similitude of nothing. All we heard was words coming out that fire on that mountain.
Come on, bro.
That's why, man, when our relationship got to be according to these words, not about anything that we make with our hand.
Come on.
Right? Because like I said, we didn't see no similitude from that fire. All we seen was fire, and we heard words.
And look, and God said.
Yeah, that's it.
And God said, let there be. And God said, let there be.
Yep.
That's all you heard.
That's all his word. That's why his word gonna uphold us, man, because that's all we dealing with, man. It's his word.
Come on. Boy. Romans 16, 25 through 27. We almost out here. Y'all bear with us. Romans 16, 25 through 27, bro. Hold thou me up and I shall be safe. I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. Romans 16,
And that's how you're going to have respect to him, because his word's going to teach you.
Come on, bro.
His word going to teach you. I'm just sorry, bro. It's just making, it's just like boom, click, 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 click. You know what I'm saying?
Look, if you respect his word, guess what? You believe that he's going to protect you.
Yeah, man.
You ain't going to be wavering in your mind. Well, I know the Lord said this, but man, I'm going to do it like this here.
Yep.
No. I'm going to have respect. If I respect another man's word, then I ain't got to I ain't got to second guess.
Yep. Even when it don't look like how I may want it to look.
Come on, bro.
It's cool. I'm still gonna trust it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, look, when things come up, it don't none of it be how we think it ought to be.
Yeah, I promise. Every time.
Don't none of it happen like we think it ought to happen, how we want it to happen.
Nope.
That's the Most High though.
Yep.
He can make a way where we can't see no way. Go ahead and read that Romans 16, 25 through 27, bro.
Now to him that is of power to establish you according to my gospel and the preaching of Jesus Christ, according to the revelation of the mystery, which was kept secret since the world began, but now is made manifest. And by the scripture of the prophets, according to the commandment of the everlasting God, made known to all nations for the obedience of faith. To God only wise be glory through Jesus Christ forever. Amen.
He said, now to him that is of power to establish or to strengthen your fortress or to strengthen your mind, uphold your mind, the continuation of strength and establishment, man. He is the one that can give you continual or continuation of life through the prophets and the commandment of the everlasting Elohim. He the one, man. Psalm 119 and verse 118. What do it say, bro?
Thou hast trodden down all them that err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Hey, man.
I have trodden down all that leave. See, that's why he said, when you put your hand on this plow, you take it off, partner, it's over with.
It's over.
If you leave from the commandment, brother, sister, what you think gonna happen? We had a beloved brother that was in this thing. And due to some circumstances in life, he walked away from this here, man. And one day, my son called about 11:30. You know, when that phone rings, 11:30, 12:30 at night, they ain't gonna be no good deal. And sure as I'm sitting here, man, he told me something. He's, man, old boy, I ain't gonna call his name. He's, man, he passed on. I said, what? But he walked away from this thing. He was in here reading and, man, coming to the class and had all his books and everything. And a circumstance in life caused him to walk away. And next thing you know, a year and a half later, the Most High snatched the breath out of him. See, when you walk away from here, man, you can't. That's why I tell a lot of people before I baptize, do you know what you're saying? Do you know what you're doing? Because if you don't know, I had to break it down to a young brother. Man, look at here. This, man, you understand? I'm not telling you, but I'm telling you this, and this. And man, this thing is more serious than cancer. When you get baptized, when you come up under this yoke, when you come up under this covenant, man, this ain't nothing to be played with. When you say you're going to turn your life over to the Lord and all that the Most High say we're going to do and be obedient, know what you're doing, know what you're saying. Because he ain't for the fugazi now. Isaiah 63, bro. Isaiah 63, 1 through 6.
All right, Isaiah 63, you said 1 through 6?
Yeah, yes, sir, 1 through 6.
All right, so we Isaiah 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This is that is glorious and is a pearl, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. I have trodden the winepress alone.
Yes, sir.
And the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
So this is Yeshua coming to deal with Esau. But we read in that Psalm 119, 118, that all the enemies of the Most High going to be trodden down. And right here, he's going to deal with Esau himself. He said, there ain't going to be nobody with me when I come get you. And he said, all my garments going to look like they've been dipped in red blood. He said, I'm going to trodden the wine fat all by myself up on this. Because this is personal to me. See, that's why I told you earlier. He said, touch not mine anointing and do my prophet no harm. He said, he that touches you touches the apple of the Most High. I believe that, man. When you messing with somebody who really got a call on their life, really trying to do this thing to them, man, you playing on danger ground, man.
For sure.
You playing with something, man, that you might not be able to recover from. And you see right here, Yeshua going to deal with Esau all by himself. And he said, who is this coming with dyed garment from Bowls Rock, who treaded the wide fat alone? Finish it out, bro.
Verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeem is come.
Yes, sir.
And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold.
There was none to do what?
Uphold.
There was none to support the wicked. There was no summit for the wicked. Go ahead.
Man, hold on. Therefore, mine own, middle 5. Therefore, mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me.
Yes, sir.
I will tread down the people in mine anger and make them drunk in my fury. Woo. And I will bring down their strength to the earth.
And I will bring down their strength to the earth. We got another lesson titled, is your name written in heaven or is your name written in the earth? Go check it out. If your name written in the earth and he make your name to cease under heaven in the earth, where you at? Where you at? If your name ain't written on the heavenly tablets, man, and your name is written in the earth, he gonna burn the earth up, where you gonna be at? Psalm 119 and 119, bro. We almost out of here. Y'all bear with it.
Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, I love thy testimonies.
Therefore, I love thy testimonies. He put all the wicked away like dross. Let's go to the Psalm. I don't know how I got that spell wrong. Y'all forgive my typo. Psalms of Solomon. Let's go to Psalms of Solomon in the pseudepigrapha volume 2. Psalms of Solomon pseudepigrapha volume 2. We're gonna page 652, bro. 652, man. Let me see if I got it pulled up. Yeah. We're going to Psalms of Solomon. Page 652. Let me get it back up on here where I can see what I'm doing. We're going to chapter 2. We're going to read verses 15 through 18, bro. 15 through 18. Let me get it pulled back up here. All right. Yeah, page 652 in volume 2. 652. We're going to start at verse 15. We're going to read 15 through 18.
All right.
When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
I shall prove you right, O God, in uprightness of heart, for your judgments are right, O God. For you have rewarded the sinners according to their actions, and according to their extremely wicked sins. You have exposed their sins, that your judgment might be evident. You have obliterated their memory from the earth.
Like I said, if your name written in the earth, He said he has obliterated. Do you know what the word obliterate means? To explode into many small pieces. He said, you have obliterated their memory from the earth. Read it 18. What do it say?
God is a righteous judge, and he will not be impressed by appearances.
He said, hey, see? He said, God, man, I don't care about how much money you got, how good you think you look, how many muscles you got, how long your hair is, how pretty your skin is,
none of that.
Your status is. I don't care about none of that. I'm going to obliterate your name from the earth. For you have rewarded the sinners according to their act. You're going to build your own case against your own self.
That's heavy.
He said, for you have rewarded the sinners according to their actions and according to their extremely wicked sins. So don't get the monkey mouth when he point to the left, because you built your own case against your own self. Go back to Psalm 119 one more again. And we're gonna read 120. Then we coming right back to the Psalms of Solomon. Read that Psalms of 119, verse 120. And then we coming right back to the Psalms of Solomon.
All right.
Go ahead and feed the people, bro.
Verse 120. Mm-hmm. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments.
Mm-hmm. He said, my flesh trembleth for the fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgment. Now go back to the Psalms of Solomon. We're going back to chapter 2. This time we're going to read 30 through 37. Let me get it up in the room.
That's why we don't fear him no more, because the fear of God been taught by the traditions of men and precepts of men.
Fear toward me is taught by the traditions and precepts of men.
Yep. That's why we don't fear him like that no more.
That's all right. He got something for him. He got something for him. Psalms of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 30. When you get it, Hebrew, go ahead and feed the people.
He is king over the heavens.
Uh-huh.
Judging even kings and rulers.
Yes, sir.
Raising me up to glory, but putting to sleep the arrogant for eternal destruction in dishonor. Because they did not know him.
Because they did not know him.
And now, officials of the earth, see the judgment of the Lord, that he is a great and righteous king, judging what is under heaven. Praise God, you who fear the Lord with understanding.
Yes, sir.
For the Lord's mercy is upon those who fear him with judgment.
Come on now.
To separate between the righteous and the sinner. To repay sinners forever according to their actions.
For how long?
Forever.
We go ahead.
And to have mercy on the righteous, keeping him from the humiliation of the sinner. And to repay the sinner for what he has done to the righteous.
See, like I say, you might want to leave folks alone and keep your mouth off of them. He gonna repay what you have done to the righteous.
Whoa.
You might want to keep your name, keep them folks' name out your mouth.
I promise.
You might want to leave people alone. It just, if you got to choke on your tongue and bite your lip, you might be better off doing it that way. Let me go back to the slide. We go back to the slide, bro. And we got one more verse, one slide, and one more verse.
Hold on.
What, did I miss something?
Am I supposed to go to 37?
What did you go down to?
36.
Oh, yeah, we're going to read that 37, bro.
I stopped at 36.
Go ahead and read 36 over there and read that 37.
All right. For the Lord is good to those who persistently call upon him.
Mm-hmm.
To treat his devout in accordance with his mercy.
Yes, sir.
To bring them constantly before him in strength.
To do what?
Bring them constantly before him in strength.
There go that hedge. You're going to always be before the Lord in strength and power. 37, what do it say?
Praise the Lord forever before his servants.
Before his servants. Now, let's go to the last slide and the last script. Let me get it up if I can get it up here.
Man, that's like when you mess with people's kids, man.
Yes.
You don't like when somebody mess with your kids, man.
Nah.
You gonna do something if somebody mess with your kids. You
Man,
probably
come on,
gonna do
bro.
something to them, man.
That's why he said he that touches you touches the apple of the Most High's eye.
Yeah.
He said that
Straight
3
up.
times in the scriptures.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got on the last slide. It said prophetically sonic with the meaning of support or uphold is often associated with the concept of Yah's encompassing support and protection, symbolized by his circular shape, signifying his encompassing protection and omnipresence. The number 60 in the scriptures is often signified waiting and preparation, completeness of abundance and divine intervention and glory. The width of the temple of Jerusalem are mentioned as 60 cubits. The Song of Songs mentions 60 valiant knights surrounding Solomon's bed chamber. The age of Isaac was 60 when he became a father. It is mentioned as a time of waiting and preparation. We got in verse 113, we got Torah, word, 14, the bar, commandments, mitzvah, word, the bar, statutes, hope, testimonies, adah, and judgment, mishpah. All this equals up to 55. 5 plus 5 is 10. Support and protection in the law. You break it down a little bit further down to 1, Aleph from the Godhead, meaning the divine protection of the Godhead. Let's go to the last place, the letter of Arish.
That's big time. Real quick though, bro. So Torah, Debar, Mitzvah, where are those words coming from?
Out in them scripts, when you go back and read each one of those verses, 113, you see the word law.
Yeah.
You see in 14, you see word, Devar.
Yeah.
You see in 15 commandments, Torah. And all these verses are like that. Every verse in Psalm 119 is like that. You're going to see statutes. You're going to see judgment. You're going to see testimonies. You're going to see all these types of words talking about the law. Yeah. If you go back and look at this series, which we got it on the channel, I already got that whole series until we finish it out. It's a whole playlist of Psalm 119. If you go back to the very beginning of that thing, study from front to back, you'll see all the way through. It's just like that.
Yeah.
Talking about the look, like I said, it's a love letter to the law and to Yeshua. That's what it's about. Let's go to the last place, the letter of Aristes. We're going to Pseudepigrapha volume 2 on page 22. And we're going to read verses 139 through 143. Let me get it pulled up in the room. That's on page 22 of the Pseudepigrapha volume 2. We're going to read 139. What I say, 139 down to 143. All right. And you're going to start at where it says, in his wisdom.
You got it.
When you get it, go ahead and feed the people.
In his wisdom, the legislator, in a comprehensive survey of each particular part, and being endowed by God for the knowledge of universal truths.
The what? The knowledge of universal truths.
Yes, sir.
Did a whole series on the universal truths of God. Go ahead.
Surrounded us with unbroken
palisades
and iron walls to prevent our mixing with any other people. Wow. So
he held you in palisades and wall. He held you in and surrounded you with the walls of the law and the universal truth, which were unbroken, to prevent us from mixing with any other people in any manner.
So if he did that, if the law was given to us to prevent us from mixing with other people in any matter, how is it that when we get to the New Testament, he's talking about grafting in other people with us?
He ain't.
Okay.
He not.
Okay.
He's not.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Being thus kept pure in body and soul, preserved from false beliefs, and worshiping the only God omnipotent over all creation.
Yes, sir.
Hence, the leading priests among the Egyptians, conducting many close investigations and with practical experience of affairs, gave us the title men of God.
Now, so ain't nobody got the title men of God supposed to have it but the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Which is ascribed exclusively to those who worship the true God.
Now, am I lying? So, see, the script cut out all the foolishness and all the little crosstalk. Go ahead, bro.
But look what this say who worship the true God, and look at this little caveat, I guess you could say after this. And not those who are concerned with meat and drink and clothes. Their whole attitude to life being concentrated on these concerns.
Come on, bro.
Wow.
You see that right there? See, that's why I say if you hung up on that, all you talk about is money and clothes and going here. Man, you ain't dedicated to God. Because if he can feed the ravens, he can keep you in a flood. If he can do all that, then you shouldn't be worried about nothing. And your talk and your walk ought to be about these scriptures, about keeping this law and teaching the law. Go ahead, bro.
He says, such concerns are of no account among the people of our race, but throughout the whole of their lives, their main objective is concerned with the sovereignty of God.
You see that? Go ahead.
So, to prevent our being perverted by contact with others or by mixing with bad influences, he hedged us on all sides with strict observances.
He hedged us in with all sides with the law. He hedged us, he protected us, upholding us on all sides with the law. Go ahead, brother.
Connected with meat and drink and touch and hearing and sight after the manner of the law.
Yes, sir.
In general.
That's all I want right there.
Wow.
Just stop it right there. Now, y'all see the seed and the support of the law. I hope that your brothers and sisters got some understanding on what we were trying to bring to y'all tonight. We want to thank y'all once again for tuning in to the channel. We will be in class tomorrow. We're going to be at the South Haven Library tomorrow, 1 p.m. It's going to be the start time of class. We're going to be at the South Haven, Library tomorrow, 1 p.m. We will also be doing dual work for the brothers and the sisters who will not be in class tomorrow. The other brothers and sisters are going to be out doing the alms deed tomorrow while the class is going on. This is a makeup because a couple of weeks ago when we had it scheduled, we had some very, very, very severe weather down here, flash flooding and all kind of stuff going on. So we had to postpone it, and then we had the feast. So this is what we're doing. We're doing a makeup session tomorrow while the class is going on. They'll be doing the alms deed. Brother Elder Isaiah and the young brews, Dre and all those brews will be out there doing the thing. I don't know if any of the sisters going out tomorrow or not. I won't be going out because I'll be doing the lesson. But usually me and my rib, we always out there, but be doing the lesson tomorrow. So send our prayers with the family that's gonna be out there. So also got Pentecost. Hey, y'all say, man, it ain't gonna be much longer now. Pentecost gonna be up on you. Gonna be up on you. So man, look, get out there and get your vacation day put in, whatever you got to do. Those who plan on being down here for Pentecost, please give us as early advance notice as y'all can so we can try to help y'all if y'all don't already have a way to get discount on rooms. So we can help you with that. We got a brotherhood call Sunday, 6 p.m. for the teaching and reading schedule for May and June coming up this Sunday at 6 p.m. All brothers who cannot attend, please try to hit me up as early as possible so I can get you in on some of the reading and teaching schedules if you want to be included. And once again, thank y'all for all y'all time, all y'all donations, all y'all prayers. We greatly, greatly appreciate it for all that you do for this ministry and all that you do for the kingdom. Definitely does not go unappreciated. And we keep y'all in our prayers as well. Hebrew, you got anything for the people? Man, let them know what y'all doing tomorrow. If y'all doing something tomorrow?
We still working on the next commandment. We currently in the series, the 10 Commandments.
Okay.
We still working on the second commandment. So we're not gonna come on tomorrow, but Lord willing, we'll be on next Sabbath. It should be ready by the next Sabbath, man.
Gotcha. So y'all go over there and check my brother and his wife out on Aquila and Priscilla. How can you talk tonight? Aquila and Priscilla Ministries. They do an excellent job. They also have the set apart music. Go and check that out. Got I don't know if Tubi going on tonight. If he is, throw something in the chat too. If you're doing something tonight. Eliyahu and the Brews down there in Houston, they're gonna be on tomorrow. And then we got the Tupelo Brews. I know they be throwing up stuff all times of the week, all times of the night. Y'all stay in tune, stay with this ministry. Y'all continue to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Please, if you don't do anything else, share these lessons with your families and your loved ones so they can be enlightened as well.
Yes.
So I want to thank y'all for tuning in once again. All praise, all honor, and all glory is to the Most High, to His only begotten Son, Yeshua Mashiach. We give Him praise, honor, and great glory. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute y'all.
Yes, sir.
And, y'all know what I'm gonna end with. I'm gonna end with it every time. As for him, and as for me,
yes,
baby,
sir.
it's gonna always be
AOE, baby.
AOE. Shalom.
Great lesson, bro.
Kingdom over everything. You can say kingdom over everybody. Are you willing to put your mind, body, and soul on the line?
Call this kingdom over everything. I'm about my Abba's business, for I be my wedding ring. Married to the gospel and I'm faithful, never giving up. That's word to the chief. My belief in the spiritual. Do the work, plant the seed. Christ is what these people need. Not them doctors that y'all feed. Souls burning cause of greed. Hands to the piss out, like the swizz that from my brizz out. 10 toes biz out as I'm praying for my Chris out. Precept on them precepts while I let the spirit direct. Every move I mistake, can't let the serpent take my soul away. Praying for the strength to make it through the day. Darts flying at me, but Ephesians keep me strapping. Pappy say he got me long as I worship his son. He say I'll never lack as long as he is number one. That's why I'm on my knees begging for forgiveness. Regardless what y'all think, this kingdom business. Call it KOE. I won't let you get my life. I won't let you get my body. I'm a soldier of Yahweh. We gon' kill Illuminati. It's the kingdom over everything. We want the kingdom over everything. We call this KOE. I won't let you get my life. I won't let you get my body. I'm a soldier of Yahweh. We gon' kill Illuminati. It's the kingdom over everything. We want the kingdom over everything. We call this KOE. Got the spirit of Moses up against Janus and Jambres, exposing the lies. That's why these preachers is mad at me. Repping the covenant that was gave to my fathers. The spirit of Abraham got me drinking the waters. I call that fully persuaded. I pray to God that I make it up out this booth I'm in. Spiritually speaking, spiritually speaking. From what I've been reading, as long as I'm breathing, this 613 and I mean it. I got this work and I'm fiending to do it. Study to prove it. You ain't gotta believe it. He gon' make do in this season. We gon' be bending a knee. We gon' help rule in this kingdom. For the wicked it ends. They all gon' burn in they sins. I'm on the straight path, never turning right or left. Narrow is the road to salvation. We talking life or death. That's why I'm on my knees begging for forgiveness. Regardless what y'all think, this kingdom business. Call it KOE. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. We call this KOE. Whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. Whosoever
All right, family. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat. Shalom.